Hey guys, it's Christy with Pearl and Alex, and today I'm doing the second episode in my whole house glow up. Today I'm working on my office. Here is a look at the office before. This folding table here, I'd like to take it down. We used it at Christmas to do gift wrapping and it's just kind of stayed up. Just basically needs cleaned up. I need to take down all of the Christmas stuff. And then also I had a few quick decor projects I wanted to do. So this is the other side of the space here, and again, there's not a lot to do. I have some decor projects I want to do and just cleaning up and putting stuff where it belongs. I don't want to put anything decor wise that's too permanent in this space because I collect these little plates, and as I get new ones, I want a place to put them. Those two red ones there, my mom made when she was in Bible school when she was 10. She's in her 60s now. And my grandma was going to put those in a yard sale and they were going to be gone forever. And I couldn't let that happen. So I took them and have found them as I travel and different places I lived and stuff. And I just think they are just the cutest things. They're super simple to make too, so I may do a video on how to make them. So we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for the Biscuit show. Biscuit just wanted to show you how adorable he is. Well, his chest anyway. I had to move him out of the way. There we go, back to regularly scheduled programming. So my first step was just to clean this out, put stuff away. I do a lot of my crafting here, so there's always a bunch of craft stuff laying out here. I try to get stuff put away as soon as I'm done, but that doesn't always happen. So just step number one was just to clean it up. We again interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for the Biscuit show. Biscuit wanted to give you a bit more of a tease. You get to see his whole side now and the side of his face, his good side. Oh dear, he's begun to take a bath, and this is a family show, so we will return you to your regularly scheduled programming. Next up, I took down all of the Christmas decor and put it away, and then I wiped everything down. I think I am going to have to repaint the top of my desk. When I originally painted it, I didn't seal it. I didn't think I needed to, but this paint stayed kind of sticky and it gets really dirty. So I actually had to take a magic eraser to get most of the spots off of the top of that. So eventually I will be repainting it and sealing it. We now return for the third installment of The Biscuit Show. Isn't he lovely? Guys, seriously, I could not keep him away from this. I don't know why he was so interested in it. He usually doesn't care most of the time. So once I got this folding table cleaned off and wiped down, I went ahead and took it down and put it away in the garage. I did take out any small pieces of furniture so that I could do a really good vacuum in this area and make sure I got around all of the edges. And then I went through this large bookcase beside my desk, and I had already done a declutter on this, so I was just kind of looking for stuff that just needed tossed or anything I missed the first time around. Now on this side of the room, I did take everything off of my beverage station here, wiped it all down and kind of reorganized and tossed anything that had expired. And over here, I did put up a small decor piece. This is something I've had for a while, just haven't found a real good place to put it. It's a little mirror and it looks like it has a wrought iron window box on it, and I took that and put it up, and you'll see in the end I did put some succulents in there just to give a little pop of green over in that corner, and it did turn out really cute. I've had this clock a long time and it is perfect over in this corner, but it does not match my decor any longer. So I decided to give it a paint job with this DIY paint. I used 3 different blue colors on it. This one is called Old 57. And in between the coats, I would let them dry. And then before I put on the next coat, I sprayed it down with some water. That helps the layering process and helps these colors kind of melt into each other, and gives it a super pretty look. That second color was called Bohemian Blue. And then this last color here is Blue Iris. Then I sealed the piece with the DIY white wax. I did like the color on this, but I did want it to be a bit more muted, so that's why I used the white wax. And I applied it with my Waverly wax brush that I got at Walmart. The final step when you've waxed something is to use a soft cloth. This is a piece of an old t-shirt, and rub it down. That gives it the nice sheen, nice pretty satin finish. For my artwork over my desk, I wanted one of those really pretty textured paintings that I'm seeing everybody do right now, but I wanted mine in colors. So I mixed Dollar Tree lightweight spackling with just regular acrylic paint in the colors that I wanted. And then I took foam board from Dollar Tree. I cut 1-inch strips and then attached them to the side of a full piece of the foam board with hot glue. I let that sit just a minute, holding it still so it gets a good seal, and then I smoothed it out with my finger. Letting it sit a little bit keeps you from getting burns on your finger from the hot glue. And then I also put a bead of hot glue on the back side of it. Now I had a couple of pieces that weren't exactly level, so I just kind of leveled them out with my box cutter here. Be very careful when you're doing this. Using a small putty knife from Dollar Tree, I took a little blob of spackle and drug it across the canvas. Now you'll notice I didn't go all the way across. I was thinking that I was just going to leave the side of this white, and then I decided against that. You'll see that here in a few minutes. But I just kept dragging it across until I got to the place where I wanted to switch colors. When I switched colors, I used the same putty knife, and as you can see there, I have a few blobs of the blue on there. And then I went in with the teal, a little bit of it, and kind of mixed all of that together to make a more organic transition there. Once I got the look I wanted, I wiped off the putty knife and then just went ahead with the teal until I wanted to change colors again. Here is where I decided that I did not want that side to stay white after all. So I just followed the same process and filled in that white with the same colors. Doing this gave this extra texture kind of down that one side, and I really did like that in the end. So I made a huge mistake while this was drying. I did not weigh down the edges of it, and it worked really bad, as you can see. To fix that, I took another piece of full foam board and hot glued it to the back. There is still a little bit of a twist to it, but it's not terrible. And then the final thing I did to this was I covered it in some of the white wax. I did not want a full coverage situation here. I just wanted to kind of pull out some of that texture so you could see it better, and you'll see that in the final results. My last step here was just to put everything back where it belonged. These are the cat boxes. They love to sit in all of these. This is their little 4-poster bed they love. So I just put all of the little things back in and did all the finishing touches. And here's a final look at the whole room. Oh, and at Polly, she's looking confused. The bookcase didn't get a whole lot done to it. I just kind of cleaned up and added a few little decor pieces and updated the little clock. Here's a quick look at the final painting above the computer and the calendar that I just printed online. And then the beverage area over here did not change much. Like I said, just cleaned it up. And then added in some faux greenery. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have questions, leave them below. I hope to see you again.